I fooled y'all. Y'all thought I was gonna come on here and be in a bonnet and pajamas. I'm so sleepy though. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. But I'm coming on because I wanted to do a live. I actually wanted to do a live on Wednesday, and I didn't get a chance to do it. Hey, Erica. I didn't get a chance to do it, and I've been ripping and running, but I said I'm going to commit to trying to do this a little bit better, or be a little bit more proactive in doing these types of things. A couple times a week, maybe a couple times a month, I should say, not a week, so don't hold me to that. But I'm so tired because I went to bed at 3:30 this morning, and then I woke back up at 7 thanks to my fantastic husband. Hey, David. All right, so the reason why I'm coming on, actually, is a couple of different reasons I'm coming on, but the main one is because I posted a poll on my page on Tuesday. And basically, the poll was just to get a conversation started in regard to credit. There's a lot of information out there that's available to any and everybody that wants to have it. And I think it's very important that we educate each other when we find a major key, and I mean, credit's been around for a minute, so it's not like I found a major key. We all know what credit is. However, if it's not something that you're taught to use and practice to your benefit, you kind of just don't know what you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I want to try to do what I can to try to help educate anybody that will listen about how important it is and how good it could be for you. I mean, a lot of times you'll hear people talk about the fact that they stay away from it because they rather pay cash for everything because credit will mess you up, credit to get you jacked up. No, it's not the credit that'll get you jacked up. It's not credit that's going to mess you up. It's you and your impulses, or it's you and your your inability to control yourself. So that's what it really is. Call a spade a spade. If somebody gives you a $300 credit card and you just go ball out because you've never had a $300 credit card before, that's you. That's not credit, right? So we have to take ownership sometimes, and stop pointing the finger at everybody else when 9 times out of 10 is us. So if we fix us, then we can, I think we can move past a whole lot of stuff. Like, we won't be so emotional about everything or so sensitive to everything, or feel like everybody's coming against us all the time. I mean, I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just saying not every time they're not coming for you. Not every time. So anyway, I'm babbling because I'm tired. The poll was, I think my poll question was, should you or should you not? Yeah, should you or should you not build credit when you're in the credit repair process? So this question is kind of loaded, but the basis, the answer is you should, right? So the few people that actually took the poll, I don't know if people just didn't take it because they weren't sure, or they just don't care, or whatever the case may be, but the few people that took it did get it right. You absolutely do need to build credit while you are in the repair status. And the reason why is because how credit works. So we go all the way back to the basics and talk about how the FICO scoring system actually works. And FICO is who reports who you get your credit score from, like the credit score that the banks pull when they're going to loan you something, okay, for mortgage, car, whatever, credit card. So when we go back to the basics, and I'm not going to break that all the way down because I did like 5 different videos already on the pie chart. But when you go back to the basics and you look at it, although new credit is 10% of the mix, you have to be careful with that, because basically when you're applying for things and you're getting hard inquiries on your credit report, they don't like to see that, right? They don't want to see more than a couple inquiries within like a 6-month span on any one of the bureaus. So if you have like 12 inquiries within 2 months, all on Experian, and the person that you're applying for runs Experian, they're going to look at that and they're going to say, you know what, she's desperate, he's desperate. They're scrapping around, just trying to, anybody that will give them anything, they're going to take it. And we don't want to be that. We don't want to be the customer that's like, let me just throw them this little card and they'll grab at it. They're gonna mess around and not pay the bill, so we're gonna get all this interest up on them, and then further put them in the hole. Don't let them do that. Okay, I'll say it that way. Don't let them do that to you. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to accept everything that's been put in front of you. So be picky, be choosy. Like, people that have good credit, they don't just take anything that's in front of them. They look at what the benefit is to them. Okay, so if I'm not going to benefit from it, and all you're going to do is benefit from it, then where's my win? I need to win too. And it's not just because I went and bought, I don't know, whatever. I just went and bought something and it just felt like swiping a card. That's not enough. So you have to build the credit when we're taking things off, okay? Because the length of your credit profile is 15% of your FICO score. So the longer you have an account, the better. Now, mind you, when the account is in a good status, is excellent. That's great, because basically you're telling anybody that's going to pull your report that, hey, I'm credit worthy. Hey, I pay my bills. Hey, I'm responsible. Hey, I'm good for it. Well, because you ain't really signing, but my name, my word is that I'm going to give you back what you give me. You know what I mean? So that's my word, and you can take me at it. We used to say when I was growing up, word is bond. Like, that literally is a thing. People used to make contracts like that. You know what I mean? Take your word for it. Shake your hand and just move on. You know what I mean? And long ago are those days. I mean, they wasn't around when I was growing up anyway, but how kids just do. Whatever the new saying is, that's what they say. So word is bond used to be, just a little colloquialism, I guess, or, whatever, like a little, some slang we used to use it as. But it really has meaning to it. You know what I mean? So yes, you need to build credit while you're repairing credit, because when we take off the stuff that is damaged, bruised, damaged, or really, really bad, when we get it removed, what's going to happen is, if those accounts are older, when they fall off, your credit score is going to drop. And let me tell you right now, too. I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't care if you are hiring Ascension Credit or anybody else to help you with your credit. When you go to someone, a person, a professional who has gotten certified, taking the time to get certified and learn the laws and so forth and so on, and you don't get the results that you want, you have to look at not just what they're doing, but also what are you doing, okay? Because you've got to go right back to that pie chart. Go right back to that chart and say, okay, am I keeping my payment history up? Am I using the majority of the credit that they gave me? Oh, was I late? Did I close an account when they told me not to? Did I apply for that credit they told me to apply for? You know what I mean? So you got to look at everything. It's not that credit repair doesn't work. You have to work it. You have to work with it. Just like you have to work credit. All right? So, yeah, you definitely need to be able to build credit while you're in the repair process. And no, I'm not saying that you need to go out and get a bunch of cards, with small balances, because utilization, if you guys watch the other videos, you'll know that utilization is huge. So you want to be able to have credit, like, let's say credit cards. You have credit card limits that are really large, so that when you use it, it's not like it's going to be a detriment to your utilization. You know what I mean? And that's another thing. We teach you how to do that. We teach you how to best manage or use the credit that's been given to you. Because if you do it for a little while, right, it's going to become a habit. That's number one. But then number two, things are going to get to be so good. Like, your credit's going to get to be so good, you're not going to want to mess it up, right? Because now we're at a certain age. Yeah. We're at a certain age where certain things matter now. You know what I mean? Some of us have kids and maybe grandkids and, whatever the case may be. So you want to be able to go in and make sure that you have things together. So when you do that, when you think about what you're doing, just think about it. Be conscious of what you're doing. That's basically what I'm saying. So aside from that, there was a couple other things, but I didn't want to come on here and be long-winded and talk for a long time. So what I'm going to say is definitely, if you are in need of help with your credit, restoring it, building it, because having no credit is just like having bad credit because there's no score. If you need to help, help building your credit or repairing your credit, we're definitely available and willing to help. But we can't do anything but let you know that we are available, and willing to help. You have to make a step too. You know what I mean? So it's all about action. And literally, I was up, like I said, until 3:30 last night working, like not just watching TV or on Instagram and stuff like that. I was literally working and did not want to go to sleep, and my eyes just would not stay up. I just could not keep my eyes open. So we're here. Definitely want to be able to help all that we can and educate you as much as possible. So even if you never hire us for anything, I'm hoping that the information that I put out there will be enough to be able to help you decide to do something, for you. Because what's going to happen is it's going to come a time when you're going to need credit and not have it. And I would much rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. All right, so that's all I really wanted to say, I guess. And I probably was rambling. I don't know. But I'm tired, so that's going to be my excuse. And my voice is all deep. I feel like I got a frog in there. Anyway, guys, so that's all I wanted. I just wanted to come on and say hey and answer the question that I posed. And then next Tuesday, I'm going to try to do another piece of information to try to help enlighten our community and help us get better. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.